Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at the Numble puzzle. Once I click start, we'll be given 6 small numbers and we have to combine them using plus, minus, times and divide to hit today's target of 386. If you want to play along at home, just pause the video after I click start, which I'm going to do now. Right, we've got a lot of big numbers. 650s plus 75 gets us very close, but I'm not sure it's very easy to make 11 out of remaining numbers. 300s plus 75 also gets us close, but again I don't think we can make 11 very easily, so we might need a new tactic. 386 is a bit of a weird number because it's divisible by 2 obviously, but I don't think it's divisible by any of the other numbers that we've got. 193 times 2, not sure we can make 193 very easily. So, what are we going to do about it? We can't make 7, that's the problem. If we could make 7, we just get to 400 and take it away. We could get to 350 and add on 36. 350 is easy to get to. 36 is 6 squared, but we can't just use the 6 and the 2 to do 6 squared. That's not how the game works. So, what are we going to do instead? This is not going to be my quickest solve by a long shot. I can get within 1, as I've already proven. 300s plus 75 plus 2 lots of 6. That gets us to 387. That's not what I want. I want perfection, because the game is definitely possible. I think that's the one thing they do. They don't do any checks to see how easy or hard it is. At least if they do, there's no way of us knowing as players. But I think they do engineer it so that this game is always possible. 772. Can we get to 772? Because we can get 72. We can get to 672. That's the problem. 772. I would then divide by 2 to get to 386, but I don't think that's an option. Would have been a bit of an off-wall way of getting to that, but it's not going to work, is it? So what on earth are we going to do instead? 3 times 106, does that help us at all? That would be 318. So we would need 68. Trouble is, we can add a 75, but we're still 7 away. The problem here is we're a multiple of 7 off every time. I mean, these 4 numbers add together to get 86, but I don't think that particularly helps. 100 over 50 is 2. I wonder if having an extra factor of 2 helps us. Not sure it does, but then we can get 5 75s. But I'm not sure that's particularly useful. How are we going to get 7 if we need it? I just don't think we can make 7 without using at least 3 numbers. Which means I think trying to get 7 is just not the way to go on this puzzle. What to do? 75 over 50 is 1.5. You're not actually allowed to make fractions, but we could do we could split the sum up in some other way if we really needed a 1.5, but I don't see how 1.5 is going to be useful. Oh, maybe I do. 6 over 1.5 is 4, and 100 minus 3 times 4 gets us very close. I think that's the answer. That's the 97. Now we need to make 4. 6 times 50 divided by 75. That's the 4. We multiply these together to give 388, and we've got the 2 to take off. Wow, that is a super tricky one. Really pleased I managed to work that out. That is not an obvious route at all. I wonder if there's a simpler way that I just didn't spot. Let me know if you found an alternative. Post it in the comments. Really curious to see if there was a obvious way that I missed to do that one. That was tricky. That is, eventually, the solution to today's Numble. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.